Albania, a country known for its burek, bunkers, and especially hatred for anything Serbian. Also the wedding dresses. Like, guys, I don't know why. Most of you probably don't know this, but apparently the Albanians are the kings of making wedding dresses.
So beautiful, look at this.
Shocking. You might ask, why do you know this? Are you getting married? Maybe. We don't know. We shall see this year.
Don't talk shite!
Apparently Albanians are gods when it comes to bridal apparel.
I'm nodding like I understand, but I'm not so sure I do.
I know this because one of my friends from back in high school, proms on the Balkans are extremely editorial, extremely kitsch as well. Anyways, that doesn't matter. She went to Kosovo to get a prom dress.
Okay.
That's besides the point. I don't know why I told you this, I just felt like sharing.
I don't care. I don't care.
However, when it comes to Eurovision and Albania, Albania is almost, not even almost, it's always a hit or miss. Nothing in between. A hit when it comes to ethnic bangers and songs that are kept in Albanian, preferably with red and black staging. They always advance to the final, and then we have those that are revamped in English, always fail to qualify, and thank fucking God.
You're fat, you're a cow, you're, I don't know, whale.
The question is always revolving around qualification.
Some people have to fill the lower ranking.
Whether Albania will make the final this year, or whether they will miss out, which happens a lot. Well, the 63rd edition of the Festivali Kunges,
It's Festivali Kunges,
Albania's national final, or also known as FIK, not FIK.
FIK, and I'm gonna stick to saying FIK.
It ended recently, and Albanians have spoken, and they have chosen Shkodra Elektronike with the song Zjerm. I just know that there is one question in your tiny pumpkin of a head.
Can't you ever have a friendly evening? Can you not do that?
Got 'em! Can Nick win Eurovision? Well, that's what we're going to be doing today, and the answer is maybe. Hello, hi, witаю, dobrodošli, it's your boy Goram, and welcome back to another episode of ours. In today's lovely episode, we will be talking about Albania and whether their entry for this year's Eurovision, what is happening with that. I'm late to this, as always, so I'm the only authority that should be speaking on the song, because you'll see why. We will be talking about FIK, about Shkodra Elektronika's artists, the
Dyslexia.
The duo.
Say shit and they ain't saying nothing. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing.
The lyrics of the song. We're going to be analyzing the message, analyzing the lyrics. I'm also going to be including a little bit of a reaction in the video. Which is good for lyrics, man. Don't be fooled by the fact that I'm saying reaction. We are just gonna be watching it together with a special guest. I cannot shut up about this entry, so I feel like we should start. But before that, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to give me views. Give me money. I need money.
I wanted the money.
If you have not joined the channel, what are you doing then? We're going to be having a lot of fun this Eurovision season. We are new on the Eurovision scene. We're doing great, so if you want to help me, yap, more and more and more and more. Go like the video, go subscribe.
I'd really like to stay around for quite a long time.
Without further ado, as you might already know, Albania has a national final every year through which they select their entry. It's called Festivali Kunges.
Festivali Kunges.
It's also known as FIK, not FIK Gabe, as he says all the time.
FIK.
Stop it!
That's why you never trust a British bloke. I have been saying this. That's why you never trust the British. Anyways.
I shouldn't get this angry.
I have labeled Fic as a ripoff of Sanremo because when you think about it, it's kind of Sanremo's little disabled sister in a way.
And that is the truth of the matter.
It has 4 nights, it's very long, and I mean long. Anyways.
What?
This is my first year actually following the contest. Yeah.
No Chick-fil-A sauce?
Yeah. I liked it.
I like it. I mean, there's nothing more to add. I really like it.
Before that, I have never been asked to actually pay attention to.
Oh no, wait.
This year, the 63rd edition of Fic was a big and tight race.
Race?
Between Elvana Gjata, a well-known singer in Albania, beloved by the annoying part of the Eurovision community, and the most annoying Eurofans on Twitter you'll ever come across.
I want to bomb the place! Like, I want to rip it a new asshole.
So the race between her and the actual winners, Shkodra Elektronike, a relatively underground duo who managed to surprisingly take the win from Elvana. With a song and a performance that not only stole the hearts of many, many Eurofans,
Millions of eurofans.
as myself, clearly, but also both the jury and the televote. Thank fucking God for that, because I would have been pissed.
Fuck you!
Elvana managed to win the diaspora vote only. We know why, because of her obnoxious army of Twitter cretins. But that was not enough, and we got our proper dark horse victory. The night before the final, I watched the full performance. I saw that it was doing numbers on Twitter. That's why I decided to watch it. I kid you not, I streamed it 50 times.
There's something wrong with you, hon.
I have probably streamed it 150 times by the time this video is coming out. 50 streams within less than 24 hours.
I love that!
So, of course I had to watch the final. I was properly obsessed with this entry. I was actually preparing myself for the inevitable anger that was gonna consume me when Elvana won, but guess who won?
I told you all, don't fuck with me.
Oh, losers. In honesty, I was so nervous, I was legit pissing my pants while trying to figure out what was happening since my Albanian skills are 0. As much as my tolerance for girl pops in Eurovision, but that's besides the point.
It's a generic song, you don't need to sprinkle glitter on it.
Actually, insert my reaction right now. Cue the live Sophie reaction. Here we go, Sheeple. Here we go. Did they win? Elvana got 19. Did they win? They won. At the end of the day, Zjerm was always the better choice for Albania to pick. Carnival is, I hate to say this, but it's objectively not a bad song. If you ask me, I would have said that it's the blandest shit I have heard in a long fucking time.
Does this song need to be heard? I'm not so sure.
The downfall of Carnival was that Elvana thought that the popularity will carry her to Eurovision, and therefore she did not bother entering Fic with something that's creative or original. It was the same tired flavor of girl bop bangers that thankfully did not go to Eurovision this year.
Song contest, emphasis on song.
The common reaction and opinion of the Albanian viewers that the song did not have identity, with most people saying that she should not be representing Albania, she should be representing Spain.
Take a video, make it low budget.
And I agree with that. There is nothing remotely Albanian when it comes to Carnival. It's a bland piece of shit, is what it is.
Fucking little telltale rat!
This is exactly why Zjerm had such a wide appeal. Yes, it was something out of the box, a genre that the average viewer probably does not go to listen to in their daily basis. But my god, is it special. That's why it won. Look at me. Look me in the eyes when I say this. Art is not meant to be pretty. It's supposed to make you feel. It's supposed to evoke an emotion which leaves you with a long-standing impression. It's not about dancing. Even though Beatrice's dance moves are probably the most mesmerizing thing I have seen in a while.
Jesus, we've seen.
Where, Rachel?
Oh my god.
Show me to me, please. Send it to me, Rachel.
So to wrap this whole thing off, I don't want to be talking about FIK I don't want to be talking about Fick anymore.
I haven't got it in me, I'm exhausted.
My final thought on Fick and Shkodra Elektronike's victory this year is the fact that an obscure duo of Albanian immigrants living in Italy won against the biggest pop star in Albania. A self-produced song against one with the best producers in Europe. That is wild.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
And only goes to show how special this song is. I suggest we watch the performance together now. This is not a reaction. Don't be going to the comments right now and saying shit like, "This is a fake reaction, you have listened and watched this performance, you are a fraud and a liar of a twink."
Kill John Lennon.
As I said, I have watched this performance already. More than I have seen my dad in the past 10 years of my life, so...
That and I was woken up, and that's the only thing.
I just want to watch it now and provide some actual live commentary as I'm watching the video, so leave me the fuck alone. Mind your own business.
Leave me alone, please. Get a life, get a proper job.
If you want to go and watch a reaction without any proper analysis, there are plenty of them on Eurovision YouTube. 85% of Eurovision content on YouTube is just passively reacting to a song without actually saying anything valuable and without any thought whatsoever behind the video, so...
And that is the truth of the matter.
It won't be hard for you, so go piss off. Enough of me beefing with the camera right now. Let's watch this masterpiece of a banger and collectively lose our shit, so... Actually, it won't be solely me reacting to something I have watched 100,000 times. Since I'm at my best friend's place, I have decided to force her to watch this with me, so you can actually see somebody who hasn't reacted to this before.
I can't wait to find out.
Here is my best friend Sophie.
Hello.
Sophie doesn't watch Eurovision. You don't, right?
Okay.
You're not a casual viewer of Eurovision.
Yeah, that's true.
There's something wrong with you, Han.
So are you excited? Are you gonna have a fun time?
I'm gonna pick myself.
Okay. What are you gonna say about her facial impressions? Is she cunty?
Yeah, she is cunty.
Do you like...
diva?
We know this diva. Do you like her bangs?
Not so much. I'm not a big fan of bangs. Sorry.
Okay. About this diva that said Oppa.
I mean, she has a kind face. That's what I'm gonna say about her.
What about this dude?
He's everything.
Who is this diva? She's cunty.
She is everything. And her vocals are everything.
So he's not doing much, he's just standing there and
Yeah.
kind of talking, but he
She has
produced...
this really deep voice, kind of.
Seductive.
Yeah, exactly.
Are your juices flow?
This is disgusting!
It reminds me of one song of Lady Gaga.
What the fuck?
Which one?
Oh, government hooker. The same voice.
Ah, okay. I thought...
Yeah, from the security guard.
Aha, okay. I thought that you said that this song reminds you of Government Hooker by Lady Gaga.
No.
Okay, so what were your thoughts on this? You haven't seen this before, so...
So yeah, the
provide live
performance
commentary.
is really original, and her vocals are angelic.
This is taking me to the imperial heights of my inner realm.
Although it's not my kind of music,
Why?
you know, because
do you hate the Albanians? Is that why?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Even though it's not something you would normally play, do you feel like if you saw this live in
Yeah,
Eurovision, you would like it?
definitely. I would be very happy to see it live.
Yeah.
I love it, and it gives me that buzz.
Also, the lyrics for me are very important.
She read the script.
Yeah,
by the way,
I
for
wrote the
this.
script. They're really important, and I don't know Albanian, of course.
Ukraine, of course.
I'm gonna find about the meaning.
Okay, thank you for being here. Thank you for not providing anything substantial, but sure.
Oh, that sounded really bratty.
Thank you, Sophie, for being with us. She's a special guest of the channel. Go say a nice comment down below.
Okay, compliment season.
Also, go follow her on her Instagram, where you're very beautiful and you're just standing there. What is your Instagram?
Sofki with a 0.
Yeah, do that.
Anything else you want to say about that?
No.
Sonically, we have never heard such a blend coming from Albania, a country that prefers to rely on something safer. What Albania has been sending recently is the complete 360 degrees opposite of this. It is the perfect blend between electronic and traditional folk music. Shkodra Elektronike are, after all, a folktronica duo. They are originally from Shkodra. They have stated that the main aim of their music is finding a way to go home without catching an airplane once, thus referring to their genre as post-immigrant pop. That is me with my two playlists, my post-punk playlist and my Slavic playlist, next to my window in my room in the Netherlands, violently sobbing as I smoke 165 pieces of cigarettes and nicotine. Oh, another thing that I enjoy about these two artists is that they don't give a flying fuck about Eurovision.
Do you follow Eurovision? Do you like the whole contest?
Sometimes
You don't? Not even Sanremo?
Never, no.
Not even Sanremo?
Even Sanremo, no.
Wow, you?
not so much.
They were like, nah, I cannot be really arsed.
Bloody cares! Sorry!
I don't really care about Eurovision. Oh well, I might as well try, and now they're doing it.
Not so much.
My point is that musically, this is otherworldly.
What exudes from that stage is beauty, poise, fragility, grace, and just.
From the traditional folk elements to the electronic beat, nothing clashes, everything flows together perfectly, like butter. I love butter. As you know, my favorite thing when it comes to entries and my favorite thing to be annoying about is lyrics. To me, lyrics are at least 65% of the song, even 70.
Oh, honestly.
So I suggest we move on to analyzing the lyrics of this song because they are something else.
I can't wait to find out.
Before diving right into the lyrics, I want to talk about the cover art, which is the fucking outline of the Shkodra mental hospital. At first I was like, haha, funny and obscure. I love these things. But when I started digging deeper, holy shit.
I love this!
And let me tell you why. The cover art, probably surprising to many of you, is really important to the message of the whole song. The cover art depicts the outline of the old unit of the psychiatric hospital of Shkodra, a place where the Albanian communist regime sent lots and lots of people who expressed dissatisfaction with the regime as a way of punishing them. These mental patients, of course they were normal people, would face all sorts of mental torture to the point that actually drove them insane. These people that suffered this torturous way of punishment are mentioned in the verses. People with no names, delirious people. They are nameless is these cruel punishments facilitated by the communist regime of Albania, intentionally try to delete people's history, to silence them, to label them as delirious despite them being regular people. People whose only crime was being idealistic, seeking simplicity, kindness and a lie during a dark time of... Remember this context, however, for later. It will be very relevant when we are analyzing some of the lyrics. The lyrics embody a truly deep message that traverses multiple themes of embracing Albanian traditions and identity, honoring the homeland, with a deep underlying critique of the darkness in the world and the history of the darkness in the Albanian historical context, which I would argue is the main focal point and topic of the song.
I get it. Most of the people around me get it.
When it comes to the context of the Albanian identity of the song, it's very important to message that the entirety of the song is in the Gek dialect of Albanian, one of the two major varieties of Albania, which is spoken in northern and central Albania as well as Kosovo. The importance of the said use of the Gek dialect within the song could possibly hold an important meaning in the context of the song as a critique of the communist totalitarian regime in Albania, since the regime actively tried to impose a nationwide standard of Albanian language based on the other variety of the Albanian, the Tosk dialect. The prominent Albanian writer Ashi Papa referred to this standard Albanian as a monstrosity produced by the Tosk communist leadership, who had conquered anti-communist northern Albania and imposed their own dialect on the Geks, thus suppressing them. The use of the Gek dialect in Zjerm is deeply tied to the aforementioned critique of the historical hardships of the Albanian people.
Oh my gosh!
The first verse of Zjerm is rich in symbolism, connecting deeply to the themes of the Albanian identity, the historical and societal critique of authoritarianism, and the yearning for an ideal world. Looking at it, it's apparent that it tries to envision a perfect world for a single minute, and calls upon the fire to create a pure heart within her, where this minute can continue forever, where the good people can dance in their souls, where everything is ideal and perfect. This is a metaphor to practically open up yourself to hope and to have the belief that things can in fact change, that this perfect world is not merely an illusion, but something tangible, something actually achievable. In this minute, in this moment, with paranoia. The phrase minute and moment focus on the fleeting nature of hope and peace, juxtaposed with paranoia, a stark reference to the suffocating characteristic of the fear of the authoritarian regimes, particularly Albania's communist period. The paranoia evokes the psychological impact of living under constant surveillance, constant silencing, constant repression. Tying it to the psychiatric hospital of Shkodra, this line sets the tone of contrasting an envisioned perfect moment with the oppressive reality, reflecting the struggle to hold on to hope in a world tainted by fear.
Everything's gonna be alright, come on.
After the rain, the world looks like a rainbow. The same hardship and struggle is reflected in the next line via the symbol of the rain, while the symbol of the rainbow represents renewal, hope, and the beauty that can emerge after the suffering. This suggests optimism, highlighting the possibility of a brighter future, even after the darkest times of oppression and pain. It resonates with the message of enduring Albanian traditions, despite the adversity the people suffered. No one talks with arrogance. That said, arrogance represents authoritarianism, propaganda, and those in power who dismiss or silence dissenting voices. A world without arrogance implies equality, a sharp contrast to the oppressive hierarchy
dyslexia
of the communist regime. Today, they also told us that the weather will be good. The weather can be interpreted as a metaphor for the socio-political climate. Good weather implies a time of peace, safety, prosperity, thus hinting at the hope for the brighter future. However, it also carries a subtle irony, as under regimes, public messaging about good times often concealed harsh realities. It hid them, making this statement potentially ambivalent. I ended up underwater, my mouth never went dry. Underwater,
I am under the water,
invokes that feeling of suffocation or drowning, symbolizing the overwhelming nature of oppression. The phrase, my mouth never went dry, suggests resilience, the ability to speak the truth, to survive these conditions. This line reinforces themes of enduring adversity and maintaining hope, paralleling the nameless delirious individuals who were silenced but never truly erased. The next couple of lines use the imagery of soldiers, pollution, gasoline, etc. to represent conflict, to represent war, to represent that authoritarian control, and directly calls for peace and societal healing.
Oh, if only that was true.
Envisioning a world untouched by violence. Gasoline smells like lilac. Gasoline is a symbol of industrial pollution and destruction, which contrasts sharply with the lilac associated with purity, renewal, and nature. This juxtaposition highlights the transformation of harmful events and elements into something beautiful, further emphasizing that possibility of positive change within society. The freedom of speech is taught in schools. This line contrasts with Albania's communist past, where censorship and repression were institutionalized. It calls for a future where self-expression and truth are celebrated rather than punished. Create within me a pure heart. In my night I send you the light. Aman miserere, aman miserere. The fire symbolizes hope. The Zjerm symbolizes hope. As it is a source of light, even though it can be a dangerous one. Fire suggests a desire for a catharsis, for a rebirth, for a renewal. And the artists call upon it at a time when the world is enveloped in darkness, where the pure people, the people with no authority nor power, those nameless people are belittled, stepped on, dehumanized. Oh no, it's really a call to never lose hope, to seek the fire within us and hold on to faith.
That was so powerful.
However, this does not take away from the fact that we do not need to be delusional. This is what the song calls us to do, to actually acknowledge all that's wrong with the world. Aman miserere, it's not inherently an Albanian phrase, but Albanians use it as a plea. Miserere is Latin for to be merciful, to have mercy. And overall, it could be interpreted as please have mercy. It's again a call for peace.
Come in the name of peace.
Now onto the iconic chorus of the song. In my heart, this minute shall continue. The heart symbolizes the core of humanity, emotion and resilience. By asserting that this minute shall continue, the song expresses a longing for eternal hope and a rejection of despair. The good people, the nameless people, dance vale in their soul. These lines bridge the hopeful and tragic elements of the song. Good people invokes idealism and the persistence of kindness.
You silly cunt.
While nameless people directly connects to the historical context of those erased by a regime, victims whose identities were suppressed, but whose spirits endure in cultural memory. The vale is a traditional Albanian dance. It is a powerful metaphor for cultural resilience and collective identity. The spring inside you, my land. Where I was born, I will not forget. The spring inside you, my world, continue to shine, shine, shine. The spring represents renewal, vitality, and the enduring connection to the homeland. The metaphor reflects both the physical beauty of Albania and the inner wellspring of identity. Where I was born, I will not forget. It refers to the reality of many Albanians spread around the world that despite not living in their homeland, still think about it and yearn for the day they go back and see the spring, see that renewal, that vitality. It's also the personal story of the duo of Shkodra Elektronike. Continue to shine, shine, shine. Shtrit, shtrit. Shtrit, shtrit. Light and shining are common metaphors for hope, enlightenment, and endurance. The use of the word shtrit, or shine in English, is a universal word in Albanian. It does not differ from a dialect to another. A universal message to Albanians for reassurance. All Albanians, no matter the dialect, their personal story, where they live, no matter these differences between them. Through the focus on good people and shine, the song implicitly rejects authoritarianism in its aim to dehumanize people, dehumanize the average Albanian that wants enlightenment for their home country.
We are not going back.
It insists that the spirit of kindness and hope and the pursuit of light cannot be extinguished, even by the most repressive forces. It shrits, it shines.
Light. I love that!
Okay, I think I've yapped more than enough about the lyrical value of the lyrics. I think you can tell that I love the lyrics of these. I think they are absolutely banging.
I really like this.
And
I really, really, really like this.
Which is weird coming from Albania, actually, but you know what? It's never too late to change. You know that, right? No idea what that accent was. But
What a mess.
now that we have analyzed almost everything, I think it's time to talk about how it will perform.
10.
I find it's really hard to predict this song. Whoever says that this song will not make it to the final or will struggle to do so, you are full of bullshit, because this is blatantly making the final.
You better be at the grand final, because I'm ready to tune in, boo.
I think the song has enough of an impact to grasp people's attention, grabs their vote. I think this is easily making it to the final, and anybody that tries to deny it, you are annoying and wrong. Really, really fucking wrong.
And that is the truth of the matter.
However, if we continue the conversation to after the qualification, no idea what to tell you. I cannot predict this. In my perfect little Delulu world, this can land safely in the top 10. I think it has a huge televote appeal. I will have to tell you a bit later when I do my prediction videos, but I am really hopeful for this song. Can it win?
Albania winning.
Oh my.
Can it win my top? Yes. Yes.
That'd be a moment.
I predict a safe top 10 finish.
And that is the truth of the matter.
But I might just be Delulu.
You are such a delulu.
How it can be improved? Don't improve it. First of all, they have already said that they're not gonna change the language of the song to English, which I think all of us are grateful about that. Maybe they can further improve the staging. I think it can have like a Shum-esque appeal if they absolutely nail the shit out of the staging.
See the flames come out of her vajayjay? Yeah.
I think they have the artistic vision. I think they have enough authenticity and creativity to come up with a perfect staging for the song.
Everything's gonna be alright. Come on.
I mean, they already did in Thick. I think the staging is great. I think if you ask me right now, I think the song is good to go right now.
And that is the truth of the matter.
I have also decided to rank the entries this year using a little bit of a system, so stay with me. We're gonna be judging them by a criteria. I'm gonna be judging them by a criteria which I have set myself. First, message, lyrics, musical value, originality and authenticity, potential, the Jon Ola sound, wow factor, and then we will see the combined average. So let's see how Zjerm by Shkodra Elektronike ranks.
I can't wait to find out.
When it comes to the message, 10 out of 10. 10.
10.
Lyrics, I would say 9 out of 10, and this might come across as a shock. I am feeling this right now on New Year's Eve, very, very drunk. This might be fucking up with my vision a little bit, but I feel like 9 out of 10 is appropriate. Musical value, I would say 8 out of 10. I feel like 8 is absolutely appropriate. Originality and authenticity.
Dyslexia.
10. 10 without a doubt. 10. Potential, I would say 8, and that's a bit generous.
8.5.
And then finally the Jon Ola sound wow factor, the most important one, 9 out of 10. It wowed me, but I have to be not so delusional right now. We still don't know what's coming.
There's drama.
With the combined average of 9.14 out of 10 for Albania this year. What a fucking shock that Albania sent this.
And that is the truth of the matter.
Final thoughts on the song. I am stunned. I am stunned. This is how you win me over in Eurovision. And Albania did that.
Honestly, how many orgasms can you have on a 3-minute track?
I cannot wait to cheer for Albania in May. So yeah, next year in Tirana. Why the fuck not? I will be there.
The best entry I have heard.
So yeah, that has been it. Thank you so much for joining me on this lovely episode of ours.
Oh, if only that was true.
I would appreciate, after this long research, to give me more views and subscribers. Join our family. We are very fun on here. We do analysis, we do everything.
I don't do windows, I don't do carpets, I don't do bathtubs.
I would appreciate it if you subscribe. A lot of you are not subscribed. Subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you share with your friends, with your family, with the president of Albania.
Well,
you can also follow me on my social media. You can follow me on Twitter. It's at ESCGoram. I yap on there all the time. You can also follow me on Instagram, where it's a little bit more personal. It's my everyday life outside of Eurovision, outside of this hellhole. It was Goram. It was my pleasure to have you around this time. See you around. very, very soon.